And how are you doing with the COVID-19?
Uh, we are staying at home just like everybody else, being responsible, closed down. We have not really stepped out in last 4 months since March 10th or so.
Okay,
Keeping ourselves safe and keeping everybody else safe.
nice. Well, let me just do the introductions. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Choices Life Coaching and Jennifer's Perspective. And with me this evening is my guest, Mr. Anil Singh. He is uh, he is the editor. Are you the editor of?
I like to call myself publisher and owner.
Okay, he is the publisher and the owner of Natural Awakenings magazine, and you can find it on Google. Just do a Google search, Natural Awakenings at naturalawakeningsnnj.com. And it's a holistic magazine, and I would just like Mr. Singh to just give us a little backstory and introduce yourself to everyone.
Um, so like everybody else, I have multiple things that I do. Natural awakenings is one of the new things that I have started to do. I have been interested in the health and wellness for a long time. Um, I originally come from the technology background. I do a lot of software systems, make applications, support large enterprises in their technology endeavors. And what I saw in Natural Awakenings is really to tie up the digital space, the technology space with the health and wellness. And so I bought Natural Awakenings about 6 months back, and we have been working on to make it more digital, strong digital presence in northern New Jersey for last 6 months, and increase the outreach, increase the information about wellness, use natural ways to have a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, and now is Natural Awakenings, is it just in the New Jersey area? Or is it throughout the United States, or is it just an online-based magazine?
So that's a pretty interesting question, uh, because it's a national magazine. It has been out there for over 20 years. It is the leading brand in terms of having information and content about holistic health and wellness. Um and the way it works is there are territories. So you own essentially a publication territory. So I own the North Jersey and Bergen and Passaic County. Somebody else owns the Central New Jersey. Likewise. So
Oh,
there are
okay.
about like 70 to 80 publications all around the country.
Oh, okay then. I was looking at the website and I noticed that you have some really good things. You have people that are featured or companies that are actually featured in like for boosting the immunity for probiomodulation, and you have health and wellness coaching, acupuncture, you have food, outdoor feast activities. Now, can you tell me, are you only an online-based digital magazine, or do you have a paper copy? And if so, where can we find a copy
So,
of the magazine?
so the magazine is essentially a print
I can't hear
magazine.
you. Hello? What happened, Anil?
So it's a print magazine.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Just a minute. Okay, can you hear now? Now, what are you saying?
So Natural Awakening is essentially a print magazine, um, and it's a
It is
print
a print
first.
magazine. It is a print magazine as well as an
Yeah.
online magazine.
So here
Okay.
is I'm showing you the latest copy of the magazine over here.
Okay.
Okay, and It is a free pickup magazine. What it means is that we distribute it in multiple locations, like the local grocery stores, wellness centers, doctor's office, wherever you go, like whenever you visit and you see, you can pick up the magazine for free. Um, and all the articles out there are about healthy lifestyle, whether there are food articles or there are um, the next month we are having biological dentistry, so it talks about how dentistry plays a big role in your overall health and well-being.
Okay. And can I ask you a question? To get to be It's a free magazine, okay? It's a free magazine, the paper and the digital. Now, to run an ad in your magazine, can you just tell us about that?
Yeah, so for readers, it is free. For the community and the readers, it's a free magazine, and we generate or we fund our operations through advertisements. So we have advertisers. Uh, the responsible local business community business owners can advertise in the magazine. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Largely focused towards health and wellness, but that's not the only area that we do. We have all kind of businesses, local businesses who are interested can be promoted through the magazine. um, in North Jersey, Bergen and Passaic County, we print around 15,000 copies at this point of time. We distribute in around 400 locations.
Mm-hmm.
So from the reach perspective, it's pretty strong reach. um, and as since I have taken over, my goal is to increase or like at least um, increase the number of distribution points to 600 and take the total printing copies to 20,000 copies for North Jersey. The ads are of various shapes and size. I will show you like one of the ads, one of like a very long lasting Dr. Finn's ad, Advanced Medical Care Center. It's a full page ad. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then there are other ads which are smaller in sizes, uh, based on the nature of business and exposure that they want. These are the kind of ads that are there.
So would that be considered a quarter page ad
Yeah,
or?
that's one third page, and I will show you some nice quarter page ads also, that will give you a sense. um, so this is Dr. Magwood's ad.
Uh-huh.
His reopening after the post COVID, so he has put an ad for that. Uh,
Okay.
so there are ads, the quarter size page, one-third page, business card size ads out there. Then there is a classified listing and there is a business community listing where we do the profiling of the businesses.
So here is the question. To run a one-third page ad, a quarter page ad, and a half page ad, and a full page ad, what are the prices?
So the prices vary for each one of them.
Mm.
For a quarter page ad, it's typically around $300 for a 12-month contract. Like if you
Oh,
run,
for 12 years, but not for 12 years, for 12 months, that
yes,
would be for an annual subscription?
yeah, if you do an annual subscription, then it's a $300, $310 to be precise per month charge for the ad. And
Mm-hmm.
what you get along with this is you get a profile listing of your business, you get advertisers index listing, and also like I let the business owners write article about their business, so they get a half a page description of their article of their businesses in at least two publications. Plus, we promote all these businesses on our social media platforms. We have a very strong social media. We have over 2,000 followers on Facebook, Instagram, and so we promote these businesses throughout the month on our social media digital platforms.
Okay, so and for a full page ad in the digital, so okay, here's my question to you. If someone like myself, I'm a business owner, and I decide to take an ad on in your magazine, will it also be printed? Will it also be printed in the paper form as well as online as well?
Yes, the articles go online, and uh, it will be in the printed version. The
Mhm.
primary ads will be in the printed magazine, and
Mhm.
then on our social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, we will be promoting your business uh, just like the magazine once a month, and then your articles will be listed. Your articles will be listed in the our website also.
Okay, so the magazine is distributed once a month, and do you offer any other products or services along with the digital marketing and the social media marketing platform?
Yes. So essentially, like what we are is we are a full, like a one-stop shop for all your sales and marketing activities or promotional activities. So, Natural Awakenings of North Jersey, what it does essentially is that it looks at your complete digital presence. So we look at your website, um, and we do search engine optimization of your website. So, see, these days, search engines are part of our culture. It's part of our habit.
Yes,
As
sir.
soon as
I
we hear
understand that.
something or we learn something, first thing we want to go and do is search about that thing. So we go to Google, we type some keywords, and if you're not, if your website is not search engine optimized, people will not find you, but they will find somebody else with a similar line of business. And even though you educated the user, you created a lead, the business actually ends up going to the other person whose website is search engine optimized. So that's a very key part of a business strategy that every business owner has to think about, that their website is search engine optimized. The second part of it is, once we work with you, we are one stop shop. So you tell us what campaign you want to run, and what we do really is to kind of go and look at the print magazine, we look at the social media, and we look at your own website, how all these three plays together to reach out to the consumer. So essentially, like we have technology background, and we have technology teams that kind of work through your website, update it, make sure it is search engine optimized, and have the right keywords attached to it, and create blogs for you, create backlinks for you, so that you are found on the first page of the search engines.
Wow. Okay, and so the magazine is fairly new for you. The digital magazine is fairly new for you, but you're bringing to this and a years of experience of IT and technological background. Is that what you're saying? If you are able to do a one-stop shop digital marketing and as well as digital optimization of, I guess, whoever runs an ad or whoever does business with you for your services. Now, is there any other services that you currently offer?
So some of the businesses have like a need for app, right? They want to build an app around their
Really?
services, so we
So,
can build.
okay. So, like for my company and for my podcast, you can design an app for my company and my podcast?
Yes, we can build a mobile app both for iOS and Android. Just like we can build your website, and we can let you do a podcast from your own website. You do not have to go to another website or upload it somewhere else. So a lot of things can be done from the technology point of view. It
Mm-hmm.
always depends upon the type and the kind of consumers you want to reach out to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the important thing, and that those are the discussions we will have with the business owners to figure out what their strategy should be. We just don't want to do something for the sake of doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what some of these small business owners end up doing. They have a website for the sake of having a website, right? uh, we don't want to do that. We want to
That do
optimize. See, the small business owner is the guy is working all day long doing his business, right? He does not have time he does not have a good understanding of how technology works.
Okay, so basically what you're saying with a small business owner, unless they are actually doing online business, most small business owners really just have a website to say that they have a website.
Yes,
Basically, that I guess someone that is either looking at the company or looking to see what the company is like, then they would just look at the website and take a look at whatever products and
right,
services they're currently offering.
right.
But what you're saying, for someone like me, most of my business, well, all of my business actually is online. So it would be a totally different type of package. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we will work with you and create a digital strategy with you. That
Okay.
what is your target consumer market, right? Who are your target audience?
Mm-hmm.
And based on that, we will say like what channels work best for you. For some
Mm-hmm.
businesses, Facebook works great. For some businesses, YouTube's works great. Along with that, we look at the search engine, that how are people trying to find you, right?
Mm-hmm.
In like in earlier days, people used to walk into a mall or a strip mall and look at the shops and do the shopping. These days people do Google. So we need to find.
That's true. That's very true. And since
So we need, based on your business offerings, we go and find out how people are trying to find a business like yourself. and
okay,
and we work behind the scene on your website, on all your digital presence, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and
so
do
here's
that.
my question to you: Do you offer a secure? Do you offer a secure? I guess a secure. Is it a security that okay, if my clients or my customers shop online, are you offering 100% guarantee that
Yeah.
their security information will be protected and that
Yes.
identity will be protected and that the site will not be like hackable?
Yes. So what we do is we essentially have, we use all the industry standard security features on your website. We apply SSL certificates to make sure your website is secure.
So
We
once you build a website, then there's a security certificate guaranteeing the security of the
Yes.
website.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
we apply, which what it essentially does is it encrypts all the traffic that is coming into your website with a 256 code level encryption, and it stores all the data in the same secure way in the banks as when you do your bank online banking. Uh,
Really?
yes, we do not want to store any data on our end, because if we store it, there is a probability that it can get hacked. So the best way is not to store the data. Do the transaction and let the data be stored at the banks, the way the banks do the transaction right now.
Okay.
So again, it's a design aspect of it. It's easy to store on your, like on our end, and make it vulnerable. But the best thing is not to store it. Whenever you need the transaction to happen, you go to the bank and say that, okay, I want to do a transaction with my other counterparty, and do the transaction because they have the information.
Okay.
So these things have to be designed. Whatever transaction you want to do online, we can design it in a secure way that your business is not liable for um, any unwanted things if happens.
Okay. Okay. And that is where having insurance for the business and for the
Yes,
company,
right.
because the liability insurance comes in
Yeah,
because
right. Because yeah, if there is an unwanted event happens, then there is a probability that you might get sued, or you may have to compensate for to somebody because of that incident. Um, so you first try not to have those events. If those events happen, then you need to have insurance to cover it up.
okay. Now, can you Can you give me and the listening audience all the .com information where they can connect with you and where they can contact you, and as well as the phone number and the Facebook and the LinkedIn information?
Yeah. So it is pretty simple. Like I think you in the beginning of the call, you informed everybody. Natural Awakenings nj.com is our website. There is a contact us page over there. They can reach out to us through that. Some of the other ways that they can reach out to me is they can call at 201-781-5577. And easy way to email me is publisher@naturalawakeningsnj.com. And all this information is in the magazine. If you are at like a Whole Foods, ShopRite, a grocery store near you, or a restaurant near you, you will see our magazine. It's there on the top of our magazine. You can see like the contact details in the magazine.
And how would they connect with you on Facebook?
Facebook, we are NA for North Natural Awakening. We are NA North NJ.
NA North
NJ.
NJ.
Yeah.
And are you on LinkedIn as well?
No, we are not using LinkedIn right now, but we have it in our future roadmap to kind of go on LinkedIn. And
okay.
And on the Instagram, we are NA North NJ1. And Twitter also, we are NA North NJ.
And this is Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
That's right.
Now, is there any other information that you would like to share with the listening audience? Myself?
Yeah. Now, there are so many things going on.
This is a really good way for business owners to connect with each other, to find out what resources that they actually have. This way, this is also a good referral system as well as a networking system. So I think this is actually really good. And I'm sorry to interrupt you. What did you say now?
No, I was about to say that Natural Awakenings has been a leading brand of health and wellness for over 20 years. It is the #1 rated magazine in that category for over the years. The content or the information in the magazine is all verified, like it is science-based, proved information. So trust about, like I think important thing is to trust the magazine. The readers who read it, like always look out for it. In this day and age where like we have our whole world changed upside down, everybody has gone digital. In that scenario, the other part of service or the business that I offer, the digital marketing and the technology services.
Aspect of the business, or is this okay? So is not the technical side of what it is that you do, Mr. Singh. Is this something that you have been doing for years, and now you just acquired Natural Awakenings? So now you have two companies under your umbrella. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So we have been doing technical work for like over 20 years now. I've worked with large corporations and mid-sized corporations, including AIG, Cigna, you name it. I have been there, worked with them. And then lately I started working in the digital marketing space, and that's where kind of I got interested into publication also, to really look into it, like how do I augment the digital marketing along with the print side. So for small businesses and local businesses, you see like they struggle with, they spend a lot of money on this digital marketing, but they do not get results. And that's the reason behind that, is because it seems so simple People just click on the Facebook ad or a Google ad. They just buy a keyword and think that it will work for them. But there has to be a strategy behind it. And that's what the key aspect of my business offering is, that don't look at that $15 boost for your Facebook ad, because you are actually throwing that money away and you will not get the result.
So basically what you're saying is when they're on Facebook and they say boost, say you post something or you put up a photo or you put up, I guess, a promotion or something, and then they say boost this. Do you want to boost this, whatever it is that you just posted? And then they say X amount of dollars, and you can only reach, say, within a certain sphere of people, 700 people, or
yeah.
So basically, what are you saying? You're saying that is just a waste of money and time.
Yeah, it seems too simple, and that's what the thing is. But it is not that simple as it seems. Those boosts don't work if you do not have other things in place, right? And that's what we help to kind of make sure that when you have to spend that boost dollars on that boost, you do it in the right way. You make sure your website is equipped for that. Even your post is equipped for it. And then you have the right audience that you're reaching out to. You can reach out to 700 people, but if those 700 people are not your buyer.
Okay, so that if they're not my target audience, then that would just be a waste of money.
Yeah, right. Suppose you have a product for men, right? And you boosted your ad. The ad goes to to men and women in an equal number, for example, right? So you just made your ad only 50% effective.
No, I think I had did a boost one time, and then they say like, okay, they gave you an age range, they gave you an income range, then they was like, they even did to the point where they were like, okay, single, separated.
Yes, it allows you to do all that.
And it was like health and wellness.
Yeah, but before that, I think what I'm trying to say is you have to curate your website and improve your engagement on your Facebook prior to you do that, because algorithms these days are a bit complicated, right? So you have to build and create an engagement on the Facebook as a platform prior to you do your boost.
Okay, so when you are doing the optimizing of the website, do you also how do you would be able, what do you do with the social media part of, because you mentioned that as part of the actual services that you offer, is that you also optimize the social media part. Like, how do you do that?
So what we do is we start creating higher engagements on social media platforms by creating right kind of post at the right frequency of the post, and in ensuring that that we are engaging we improve the engagement. The most important part on social media is to improve engagement, because there is so much noise these days on the social media platforms. So if you do not have the right engagement, you do not have the right audience, even when you boost and you apply all those criteria, like as you were saying, the age, the gender, the location, the people's likes and dislikes, it may not be very effective. So essentially you curate your Facebook or social media platform with prior to you start doing a paid campaigns. So there are steps that you follow, and then after that you start doing the campaigns.
Now, would that be the same thing for Instagram as well?
Yes, they go they work very similar.
And Twitter? Really?
Yeah, all of them have an algorithm, and these platforms are more and more like our real life these days with all the artificial intelligence and machine learning. They resemble real life. So how it happens in our real life, right? The friends and the families that we know, they know about your background, like what you were doing yesterday, what you were doing like the last month, right? And based on that, because they know about you, that you have been for 1 month, you have been studying, let's say, medicine, they will come, or they will rely on you and engage with you for their health and wellness,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you are not doing that, if you are, like, let's say that you are playing sports for last 1 year, right? They will come to you to get advice on sports. They will not ask you about their health and wellness, right? So that's how these social media are. They're looking at your history, that what you have been doing before they engage or they put you in front of the other users. So you have to think about how you really work, how things work in the real life, and that's how these platforms are. They are looking at what you have been doing, what kind of post you have been doing, what frequency of post, what quality of post, before they jump into the like new set of users to engage you.
Okay, and on that note, let's see. With when I was looking at I was looking. Let me just pull up the what. Oh, I turned it off. I turned off the phone. But basically, within the I guess the recommended, what you're recommending is for the annual subscription, do you offer a 1 month subscription or a 6 month subscription for the Natural Awakenings magazine?
Yes.
Or is it on an annual? Do
No,
you have
no. There are monthly plans, and
annual?
there are monthly plans, month to month plans. There are 6 month plans also. Uh,
Okay.
and there is a whole rate card, and if anybody is interested, I can share with them. But
Mhm.
one thing that everybody has to understand, this media campaigns, ad campaigns don't work on one time basis, right? It's
Oh, I
all about,
understand. I
right?
understand.
It's all about,
You
uh,
can't run an ad for a month and expect.
yes.
I understand. I
And
understand.
besides that, and that's the reason I use magazine as a way for my users to educate about the businesses. Uh,
Mhm.
Really, like, by encouraging them to write articles about their business, the problems that they're solving in people's life. So that, yeah, ad is
So
there, but
you're saying you're encouraging people to write ads, really?
yeah. So I encourage my advertisers to write about their businesses, and I put those articles in the magazine along with their ads.
Okay, so what if I get testimonials, or would you also put the testimonials in the magazine, or would you recommend that I not use the testimonials, but just for me as a business owner to write basically what types of results my clients are getting, and
So testimonials are good reference points, but I would prefer them to go on your website, right? So that people can look at it all the time, right?
mhm, mhm,
So the magazine, based on its editorial policies and the standards that we maintain,
mhm,
we want it to be more informative. So essentially, like, what is the service you're offering? What kind of changes you can bring in somebody who takes on your service is what is the focus on. Um, so essentially, a little bit about yourself. We can do a spotlight article on the service provider. So we can write a little bit about you, so that the consumer can know about you, who you are, what do you do,
mhm.
and then we have articles around, uh, based on your own knowledge and experience. If you want to tell the community about a specific problem or a specific solution or a process that you have learned based on your experience, we would want you to help people to know about it, right? Because you are an expert, right? You are expert in what you are doing. So it's more about information. The magazine is used to let the community and the readers know about what you can do,
Okay.
rather than testimonials.
Okay, then. Well, that's actually a really good thing. Let's see. So you recommend that the business owner themselves.
Yeah, yeah. See, it's good for them to do. If they have somebody else write it for them, sometimes, like, we interview the business owners, and we can make it more of like a question and answer format. Sometimes we do spotlight, like we go back and how they started that service. um, So there are various formats that can be used for. But the thinking behind the whole thing is that we want the community to know about your business. Just like ads are more picture based ads.
So community awareness of
Yes.
of the business.
About your business, your service offerings, and things like that. National Awakenings is a wonderful source to reach out to the community, irrespective whether you are directly or indirectly offering health and wellness. Um,
Well,
I
I
have
like the
businesses.
magazine. I like the magazine. I was looking at the digital magazine online, and you have so many different types of
Oh yeah,
business that is actually within the magazine that I thought it was really nice, and it's also a good way to, I guess, for other businesses to connect with each other
oh
and
yeah,
other business owners to connect with each other. So I'm actually really, it's a really nice magazine, I must say, and
thank
it's
you.
well put together. I really like the website and the way that you designed it, or whoever
Yeah,
designed it. It's easy to follow, it's easy to read, easy to understand, and you can locate any particular topic at the click of a mouse. So I thought that was really, really good. So
thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Because it's very user friendly.
Yeah.
You understand? And some websites you go on to, they have so much information
Mhm.
that by the time you look through everything and you look at everything, you still get kind of confused. You understand?
Yes, no, there can be information overload.
It's information. Oh, that's the word for it. Information overload.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So it doesn't overwhelm you.
yes,
And
yes.
I like the presentation. I like the layout. I actually like the actual color scheme that you actually use
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the.
yeah. The color is very important because it reflects the basic ethos of Natural Awakening. It's
Mm-hmm,
based on natural elements. Even the
mm-hmm.
magazine that we print it on the recyclable papers.
Is it really
Yes. Uh,
nice?
even the ink that is used is a biodegradable ink.
So it's very eco-friendly.
Yes. So that is what the magazine promotes. So all those
Mm-hmm.
things are kind of thought into printing the magazine. Uh, that's a very important part of the magazine.
Okay, and I think, well, I'm trying to think. I think you've answered most of the questions. Do you have anything else that you would like to add?
No, I think you were a fabulous interviewer. You asked me all the possible
Thank you.
questions
You're
that are
welcome. Thank
uh,
you.
that are possible, and
Uh-huh.
I look forward to kind of interact with your viewers and your
Mm.
audience and help them to adapt to a healthy and natural life through natural awakenings. And if their businesses needs any kind of technical help, digital marketing help, setting up their digital strategies, I'm more than happy to kind of talk to them. They can call on 201 uh,
781-5577.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, they can call on that number. I was about to give my cell phone number for a second. So uh,
Okay. This is the main number.
yeah, that is a business number. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So do you want to give your cell phone, or do you
Yeah, they can call me on 732-423-7355.
732-423
7355.
7355.
Yeah.
Okay. And your last name is spelled Singh.
Yeah, that's Singh.
And Anil?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Anil. Thank you so very much. This has actually been very informative, and I'm glad I got I'm so very grateful and so appreciative and glad. I'm really glad that I got a chance to speak with you and to connect with you. And for most of those that are listening who don't know how me and Mr. Singh connected, we actually connected on it is a business to business app called Alignable,
Yeah.
and it's is it by Google or Yahoo, or is it just an app on its own?
I think it's an app by its own. Uh,
Okay. Well, I don't know whether or not they're related to Google or if Google has anything to do with it, but that was how my company connected with his company. And it's an app called Alignable, and it's actually business to business where where businesses can refer each other as well as our clients to each other. So it was a really good way of networking and connecting with businesses to business during a pandemic. And I know that they usually have like those social networkings where businesses can network and you become a member of the Chamber of Commerce within your county or within your community. But due to COVID-19, Alignable has made it so friendly and
yeah.
such a really nice way for business owners to connect with each other within their city, community, and state, as well as for the Bergen County area. And it's a wonderful app, and I would like to give a big shout out to Diane Thumba Wansley, and she's also connected with me. Actually, quite a few businesses are connecting with me on the app. So, can I ask you a question, Anil?
Sure.
How are you doing with the Alignable app? Are you connecting with other businesses within the area?
Yes, I think it has been a great resource to connect with the local businesses. Um, so I have not used it as much as I would want to use it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a great resource. I found you. I have found some of the other advertisers in the magazine, as well as other resources, um, community resources in this neighborhood. So, so especially in this pandemic area where like you really cannot step out or you don't have other means to network, Alignable is a great resource.
Okay, then. Well, I would like to say thank you very much. It's a wonderful resource, actually.
Yep.
And I think it's a very good way for businesses to connect with each other. And I think that's all the questions that I actually have right now. And for those of you who would like to connect with Mr. Anil at Natural Awakenings, you can go to naturalawakeningsnj.com. And you can also connect with him on Facebook at NA North NJ. That's on Facebook, and on Instagram, NA North NJ1 on Instagram, and on Twitter, NA North NJ. And his cell phone numbers and connect numbers are 201-781-5577 or 732-423-7355. And Natural Awakenings is a digital magazine as well as a paper-based magazine that is printed on recyclable paper and biodegradable ink. And we would just like to thank everyone for listening, and thank you so much, Mr. Anil, for being my guest today on Jennifer's Perspective. And we will touch bases again off air because I'm actually interested into the optimizing of
Yeah.
my website. So I think I will need to touch bases with you in that area. So
Sure.
I really do appreciate you being my guest, and I really appreciate Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for explaining everything in a way that was actually understandable. And good luck with the new business. Good luck with the new magazine. And on that note, thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, and we will be in touch. And I look forward to long partnership to serve this community around here in Bergen County.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, Anil. Now, listen, I'm following you on Facebook. I followed, what is this, The Natural Awakening on Facebook. So I did sign up for that.
Great,
And
thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. I actually like that website. It actually looks really good. So if you could, we really need to talk to
Okay.
see if I can upgrade my own
Okay.
everything because I think I need to do something and I need
Sure. We'll work it out. Yes.
I think I like the design. I like the way that it looks and let's see. I can choose another color scheme,
Oh,
but
of course.
I really would like to speak with you regarding upgrading my own website. So we'll stay in touch and follow me on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay. And for those of you who are listening, you can also pick up a copy of my book, Journey to Healing. Journey to Healing and Business Success for Coaches and Counselors and Marketing Basics Led by the Spirit. And I would just like to give me and everyone and all my listeners a big shout out. We did the analytics today and we are Choices Life Coaching, and Jennifer's Perspective is now in 20 states and 14 countries and the Caribbean. So we're growing. Yay.
Great.
Yay.
Awesome.
And
Congratulations. Right.
Thank you. Thank you. And I would just like to say thank you so much to everyone that has been listening and subscribing. And I would like to also thank everyone for tuning in. And if anyone would like to be a guest on Jennifer's Perspective, just give me a call at 201-749-1918 or and send me an email at Jennifer Gray JG Coach. What is it? Jennifer Gray JG at JenniferGrayCoach.com. And thanks everyone. Thank you so much, Anil, and have a wonderful day.
You too.
Okay.
Have a good one. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.